Hello, and welcome one and all to the 200th video for this channel. Before we begin, I just want to say sincerely, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and all that good stuff. This started as just a place to do funny edits to small clips, and it's really grown from there. So again, thank you. I had a lot of different ideas for this video. I wanted to do something big, but also not something impossible. Ultimately, the most practical idea was One Must Go. So, what is that? To give you guys some context, back in the day, the old Halo Waypoint website had an option for polls. On that website, I hosted a weekly poll called One Must Go. Every week, I'd list something like a bunch of characters or different weapons, and week by week, the community would help me with eliminating one of those entries on the list until we only had one entry left. In a way, we were doing like a tier list or a top 10 list, but just a lot slower and with a lot more debate going on. Eventually, Halo Infinite was beginning to come out and the beta test for the game began. I was one of the few people selected to help out with said beta test, and something kind of interesting happened. People were reacting negatively to some of the creative choices made in the gameplay, but 343 Industries denied any sort of negative reception and described reactions to the criticized choices as mixed at best. The problem with this was that many users were creating polls to find the true feelings people had to some of these features, and it was painfully obvious how many people disliked these new things. I watched as users got banned for creating polls that produced results that painted 343's creative team in a negative light. Coincidentally, 343 was revamping the Halo Waypoint website to coincide with Infinite's release, and with the revamp of that website, polls were lost, as was my beloved series, One Must Go. Now, I could honestly make an entirely separate video going into all the terrible things that went on with 343's community team. There were seriously so many messed up things that went on with users getting banned just for having specific opinions. But I'm an entertainer, and I doubt most of my viewers would find that entertaining, so instead I'm here to revive my baby by playing Halo Combat Evolved. The rules are simple. I'm going to play Halo Combat Evolved 10 times through, except after I finish a run, I'm going to take out the level that I don't want to replay the most. And on top of that, I'm going to increase the difficulty each time by just a little bit. I also added in two other rules. I am not allowed to skip cutscenes, and while I do not need to kill every enemy in every area, I am not allowed to do any major speedrun tactics like despawning enemies. Now the line there is kind of hard to define, so I specifically decided I was not allowed to do anything that the developers at Bungie did not plan for. Here's a quick example. In the 5th level, Assault on the Control Room, you can jump off the bridge in a specific way that allows you to survive and also prevents enemies from spawning for the rest of the level. There is no dialogue or programmed reaction for the player doing this in the game, so that bridge jump is not allowed. On the other hand, the 4th level can be explored in a variety of ways, and there are programmed responses to finding things before you were quote-unquote supposed to. So going one way instead of the way most first-time players would be expected is allowed if that is the case. I added these two rules because I wanted every level to have a fair chance, and I thought the best way to do that was to play through them the way they were designed to be played. Now that all of that is out of the way, let's begin. I started my epic adventure by going into the settings, turning off all the skulls I had on, and setting the game to easy. I decided I played a lot of Combat Evolved's campaign without customizations turned on, so I turned that on to show off a bunch of skins I've collected over the years. And then I pressed start. And I need to remember not to skip cutscenes. That's going to be one of the biggest challenges for me, is not skipping cutscenes. I got introduced to the Pillar Bottom and its captain, Jacob Keyes, as well as the ship's artificial intelligence, Cortana.
Now move it out! Double time!
Attention all personnel. We are re-engaging the enemy. External and
What is happening? Oh, right, because I'm playing on easy, it's going to make me do the tutorial.
I gave you a double dose of the wake-up stim.
Literally kiss me.
Please follow me to the energy shield test station.
I'm already here.
Shipper seems jumpy. We better get moving. We'll find you weapons later.
I'm sorry, what? Guys?
Have to reset the computer and I'm out of here. We're done.
Guys?
Trying to get through the door.
Guys, there's a headless me inside the canister. Should we be worried about that? I guess not. Okay.
I got jump scared by an elite.
Skelly.
And then because I'm a selfish and practically defenseless space super soldier, I took the captain's only method of self-defense.
Hey, 10 minutes in and we're almost about ready to fire the gun. Never mind, we're not getting the Magnum because the game glitched.
I fought my way through the grunts and elites on the ship and then made it to the lifeboat.
I beat the level in half the time that the cutscenes and the tutorial took.
After all that, I escaped the Pillar of Autumn and moved on to the next level, Halo. I crashed onto the ring and killed all of my teammates by doing so.
We're lucky. The Covenant will believe that everyone aboard this lifeboat died in a crash.
Yeah, everybody on this lifeboat died in a crash. That's why one of your Banshees just fell out of the sky. I just shot him out of his Banshee. Can't fly it though.
Then I found some more teammates and helped them fight off some Covenant forces.
Roger, Echo 419. This is Fire Team Charlie. We read you. Is that you, Fohammer?
Yeah, don't sound too rushed through that voice line, okay, Jen? Just
Fohammer, we need transportation
take it
to the
easy.
command shuttle.
After this, Cortana made quite possibly the most groundbreaking discovery in the series.
This cave is not a natural formation.
Then I made a bridge appear and I crashed my Warthog.
Crap.
I saved some more Marines and then I left to go find Captain Keyes.
Okay, yeah, no. See ya.
Apparently, without a gun, Keyes got captured pretty easily and now he's on an alien ship called the Truth and Reconciliation. I hopped off a Pelican and started shooting stuff. Then we made it to the gravity lift and infiltrated the ship and I shot some more stuff. Finally, I found Captain Keyes and we played catch. He's really bad at it. Cortana revealed Halo is a weapon, and at the Covenant are looking for its control center. Captain Keyes got bored and we decided to leave, and then this happened.
That's the first time I've died. Do you know what I died to? A Needler. Neither of these guys are holding Needlers. You know who is holding a Needler? Do you know who is holding a Needler? Idiots.
We made it back a little bit and then this happened.
That's it. The dropship.
I didn't even do the skip this time though.
Mount up. Let's get on board.
I actually don't know why I just skipped that scene because I didn't do the jump. I'm supposed to have another fight. I don't know why I just skipped that.
Give me a minute to interface with the ship.
Oh well, I'm not complaining. This level's long enough.
And then we escaped. The fourth level started and I ruined a Covenant beach party before heading out to find a map to the control room. I went a whole bunch of places and I shot a whole lot of aliens, and then I found the map. Then I left and Echo 419 forgot how planes work. Thankfully she remembered and we were now in level 5, Assault on the Control Room, which is exactly what it sounds like. Basically, stuff died. I got to the control room and then I tried to run myself over with a Banshee in the cutscene, but I didn't do it right. Then Cortana found out that Captain Keyes was doing something naughty and I had to run off and stop him. I tracked Keyes down to Shrek's swamp and then I went inside his castle where I killed a few things. Then I found a helmet and decided to watch the video log, which is something I can do apparently. After watching the Flood unboxing video, I had my first encounter with infection forms, and then I left. I went back into the swamp and found my fairy godmother, aka 343 Guilty Spark, and he took me to the place where legendary runs go to die. Guilty Spark told me that we can use Halo as a weapon if we retrieve the index from this library. Now this level is similar to Assault on the Control Room, except no vehicles and you fight the Flood instead. So basically, stuff died. I took the elevator back down to find the index, only to have Guilty Spark take it from me, and wait, why didn't he just fly up here and grab it? Two betrayals began with Guilty Spark and myself returning to Halo's control room in a really long cutscene. I found out Halo is actually a weapon that kills whatever the Flood can infect on a galactic scale, so using it is a bad idea. Spark got upset and betrayed me, and then I picked up Cortana and we left. We decided to return to the Pillar of Autumn and fire its reactor, but first we needed to distract Spark, and somehow standing next to 3 pillars of light did that.
Final target neutralized. Let's get out of here.
Cortana teleported us back to the Truth and Reconciliation because Keyes just loves this place for some reason. I fell through a hole and then fought my way back onto the ship and past a whole bunch of enemies before reaching Keyes, who was cosplaying as Sally Struthers.
No human life signs detected. The captain, he's one of them.
What? A Taylor Swift fan?
I punched Keys in the face, refused to elaborate further, and then I flew away. I returned to the Pillar of Autumn, and then I forgot how to fly. I fought my way to the bridge, only to find out Keys' neural implants that I retrieved non-lethally in the last level are now useless, which retroactively made the objectives of the last 2 levels pointless, but whatever, who cares? I blew up the reactors manually and made a run for it. I definitely did not do this on accident.
Wait, stop. This is where Bowhammer is coming to pick us up. Hold position here.
No. Okay, well.
On the way out, I stopped for some words of wisdom. Then I definitely did not do this on accident.
Thank God I got a checkpoint. I've never done this before. I've tried, but I've never actually gotten it done before. Wow.
I was really tired when I started this run. At multiple points I considered pausing and just coming back at some point, but I ended up powering through it. So which level did I end up taking out? I was actually pretty surprised, but my first elimination ended up being 2 betrayals. Now I know a lot of veteran Halo fans might be shocked that the library wasn't the first level to go here, but I genuinely didn't mind the library. Yes, it's a gauntlet, but I knew that going in. So why 2 betrayals? Personally, I think this level was the last one that was added in. I can't prove that, and maybe there's evidence that outright disproves it, but it just feels the most unfinished, and by concept, it isn't very good. We get a massive info dump right at the start, with a fairly long and rather cryptic cutscene, and then the rest of the level we have one sole objective. The more I look at it, the more I begin to genuinely believe this level had the least amount of thought put into it. A lot of the encounters just have a ton of enemies mashed into small rooms. I used to point out that this level is one of only 2 where every faction encounters each other, but the encounters here aren't really that good. Usually one side has a massive advantage over the other, and more often than not, enemies of separate factions will just forget each other and target you instead. It's also possible to soft lock yourself from being able to beat the level. It isn't super easy to do, but it is more possible than in other levels, and that's very frustrating when that happens. I like the second Banshee section in this level, but the other 2 Banshee sections you kind of have to clear out the areas first before climbing into one, so you don't really use them for much. Not to mention this is just Assault on the Control Room, but backwards. At the very least, while Keys and the Mall both reuse previous levels, they do add something new. Both of the ships you revisit are torn apart and you see new areas in them. There's a different aesthetic, you aren't just on the same path as before. With that being said, this is kind of what One Must Go is going to be like. It's a lot less what sounds good on paper and a lot more of what was actually executed very well.
I just kill my... Oh, okay. Well, I didn't hit skip. Master Chief died and the level ended prematurely, so that was not my fault. Yeah, I mean it was, but I didn't know that was gonna happen.
I was pretty surprised with my first choice, but it's what my gut was telling me and I think it was the right call. So I turned in for the night and went to bed.
I think we're just getting started.
Well, that's the first go around done. Time for bed.
At the start of the second run, I was feeling pretty good. I'd gotten a decent amount of sleep and I wasn't going to have to replay 2 betrayals, so what could go wrong? I did sort of cheat. My increase in difficulty for this run was to add the eye patch skull. Personally, I don't see much of a difference with this skull on, but it does add to the score, so technically this does count under the rules I set. So, yeah.
Alright, here we go again for round 2. Doing this a little earlier at night, so I'm a little less sleep deprived this time around.
I got introduced to Keys and Cortana, then my buddy Isaac joined my Discord and talked to me through the game for a bit, so I'll let you guys listen in on that conversation.
Bryce.
Isaac!
I thought Tony was there.
He is, but he's at the bachelor party right now.
Maybe I shouldn't have joined the recording live channel.
Oh, no, it's fine. You're welcome to be here. I'm recording my 200th video right now, so if you want to chill, you're welcome to.
I will chill.
It'll help me get through these cutscenes a lot better.
Also, Bryce,
This is gonna be your lucky day.
Sunday, get your ass up here.
Did you say Sunday?
Sir?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be busy Sunday.
Let's thaw him out.
No, you won't.
Bringing low-level systems online.
I will, because
Cracking
Tony
the
will
case in
still
30
be here.
seconds.
No, you won't. Actually, both of you should be up here.
Tony will still be down here until Monday.
No, both of you should be up here on Sunday.
I'm not gonna be up there, Isaac. I don't know what you're trying to get me involved in, but it sounds sketchy.
A birthday celebration.
Isaac, I will cede that your voice does sound like smooth mashed potatoes with gravy, but unfortunately, when you're trying to coax me into doing something, it sounds more like a perverted thing, you know?
Dude, my voice does not sound that good.
Oh no, your voice sounds dynamite. You could read the news, honestly. I'd watch the news if it was you reading it.
Dude, there is no way that my voice is that good. It's too bad that I have a face for radio, otherwise I'd be a goddamn hit.
Essentially, I built a top 10 list while I'm doing it.
Hold on a second, I actually love that idea.
Right? I used to do...
no, that's sick.
The only thing is it's gonna take forever.
I mean, yeah.
I'm on my second playthrough right now, and I already hate watching the cutscenes again.
Please follow me to the energy shield test.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is that one white? Hang on. Is this just a known thing that I've never seen before? There's white bodysuits spawning in the opening room.
Hence why I was harassing you and Anthony to get up here.
If I didn't already have plans, I'd get up there.
Good to see you, Master Chief. Things aren't
But I have plans. I'll be sick that day.
Bryce? I swear to God. You plan to be sick that day? No. No. I'm gonna come down there and
Dude, this whole first level is just cutscenes and tutorial. Holy crap.
All due respect, sir. This war has enough.
Oh, combat evolved? Yeah.
What I want is to be able to skip cutscenes. That's actually, like, probably the biggest challenge in this whole thing. It's just not skipping cutscenes.
Bryce,
what's up?
I need something fresh.
Don't know why you're talking to me, because I recycle the same content over and over and over and pretty much make the same videos all the time. You want forgiveness? Get religion.
If God punishes sinners, I'm about to be his bitch.
That's a sentence. You sounded like a little excited about that, if I'm being honest with you. You kind of sounded like you were kind of into that. One of the music cues screwed up again, and now it's playing music over another track.
Oh, that's really fun. You know, maybe there is some credence to me having a good voice.
I'm telling you, man, I got a sense for these things. I've watched over 2 cartoons. I've listened to a lot of voices. That's not good. Yep, I knew it wasn't good. He threw that grenade right at me. Now, you better be sorry. I know that was you. You threw a grenade at me. Isaac, would you describe yourself as a silly Billy?
Any closing notes before I leave?
That's up to you.
Bet.
Once Isaac left, I hopped in the Warthog and Cortana made use of her insanely high IQ.
This cave is not a natural formation. Someone...
I hit a button and then I had this really sad encounter.
Well, this is embarrassing for both of us, isn't it?
And then I made a mistake.
Okay, that one might have been my fault. I kind of thought that was a jackal, but it's okay. You guys are probably fine right there. There's probably a good way to do this and a bad way to do this. That seemed like it was largely successful. Or partially. Okay, nope.
I saved some more Marines and then the level ended.
Oh, there's another Covenant dropship there. Same as before. Just always hogging up the camera.
I arrived at the Truth and Reconciliation, shot a whole bunch of people, then went up into the ship.
Lost contact.
Thank you for that. Really appreciate that, Marine.
I shot a bunch of other people, and then I freed the captain, and he told me some stuff.
Remember, you're a leatherneck.
Then we left. We proceeded to throw the Covenant a surprise beach party, and then I got a Warthog.
Johnson, get in. Or Stacker, or whoever you are.
I unlocked a door I didn't know about, and then I went inside it.
Why is it all quiet? Hello? Guys? I didn't despawn anyone, not intentionally at least. Where'd everybody go? Is anyone there? We got here before they did. There's someone. Time, where were you guys?
After going on an adventure more lonely than the last relationship I pursued and finding a map to another door, I found my way back up and left. Assault on the control room doesn't have much going on in it, so let me put it this way. Stuff died.
That's great for you. Can I please have my ghost? Thank you. Well, that's unfortunate.
I made it to the control room and then Cortana called me a mean name, so I ran away crying. Like all sad souls, I found my happy place in Shrek's swamp. I killed a guy competing for Shrek's love, and then I found a video of some Marines discovering Taylor Swift's fans. Then a glowing volleyball roped me into a pyramid scheme.
Alright, the strategy for getting to this level again is just ignore everything and run forward. That was sick. What was that? What blew up over here? What the heck happened?
That pyramid scheme, as it turned out, was to just kill a whole bunch of stuff, and that's exactly what happened. I grabbed the holy glow stick, and then I got to skip my first level, which felt really nice. I returned to Truth and Reconciliation, killed some stuff, and then gave Captain Keys a high five. I decided my time here was finished, so I left. I went to the Pillar of Autumn for any leftover food, and then Tony got back from the thing he was doing and interrupted my recording.
I'll make a video with you, Bryce.
What? What'd you say?
I made sure I was nice and loud about it. Just like you.
How'd it go?
It was fun.
Yeah.
Except for a bartender that I didn't speak to, but he's definitely there. Well, he's making his second video, so maybe we should make a second video.
My second video? Yeah. This is only my second. I'm really new to this.
You're supposed to use the ladder.
As long as I don't do any major skips or despawns, I'm fine. I went one way instead of another. It's okay, Tony. It's not gonna change anything.
But...
Good talk.
I was wondering why you stopped.
I didn't know there were that many grenades on the floor, but holy crap. I'm glad I stopped for that.
Does the difficulty change what's in there? I can't remember.
If you're on Legendary, I think Invisible Flood come in. I've never stuck around on any easier difficulties to find out.
Engine room located. We're here.
Also, I was speedrunning this with Cam like a couple weeks ago.
Alert. The monitor has disabled
I was
all
about to
command
hit the
access.
load zone and did this
Restart
part
the
of the
countdown.
level,
The only
and
remaining
instead
function
he
is
went
to detonate
backwards so
these
far
fusion
it put us
reactors.
into the previous
That should
load
do
zone.
enough damage to destroy
And
Halo.
killed a ton of
Don't
time.
worry, I have access to all of the reactor schematics
Like-
and procedures. I'll walk you through it.
Leave him alone.
First, we need to pull back
I don't
the
know what I'm
exhaust
doing in this
cover.
game
That will
either.
expose a shaft that leads to the primary fusion
We
drive.
were at such a good time. I was really proud of how far we'd gotten.
We have a straight shot into
I mean, it
the
was
reactor.
legendary
We
too.
need a catalyst explosion to destabilize the magnetic
Yeah, because he needed the under 3 hours
surrounding fusion
achievement.
cells.
No, it's freaking. It's backpack reloading. You can do it with any UNSC gun in the first game. You just
start the reload.
you double tap the reload button and swap guns. Yeah. Even though I love Halo 2 more, I've probably played this game more at this point. I think single-handedly, ever since I moved here, I've played it more.
We have 6 minutes before the fusion drive detonates. We need to evac now.
You found Stormbreaker.
Countdown timer.
I was looking
Engine
for
can't make it on foot. We need a
I'm surprised you remember that it does
temperature
that.
almost-
I hope it's speaking of Sorry.
I'm sure it is.
I hope the button turns it on and off because I pressed the button. So in fact, does not press the button.
It's after it goes off after like a certain amount of time without moving. So Isaac was on here earlier. He asked me to Jesus Christ.
I'm not touching it.
I know, that's the sound it makes when it's turning off. God dang. Oh wait, it does one more. At least it should. There it is.
Almost. It's past my bedtime.
Watch this, watch this, watch this. Isn't that sick?
Did I spit on your screen?
Maybe. Tony, have you worked up a big grunty thirst?
Good thing that food nipple's waiting for me at the starship.
Put it down. You should put down
I
the
worked
birds.
up a
Not
big
snakes.
grunty thirst.
He has a bird.
That's the ship. Move! We need to get aboard now!
I don't think you're getting the searches.
I don't think I'm gonna do it this time. Something tells me it's shot. Right now I'm thinking Pillar of Autumn, Truth and Wreck, or
Truth and Reconciliation.
We did what we had to
or
do
the
for
library.
Earth.
Hey, remember when we did
An
that on
entire
LASO
Covenant
for like
armada
7
obliterated
hours?
in the
Yeah.
flood.
Yeah.
We
I know Truth and Wreck is not gonna stick around once I get to Heroic. It's gonna get taken
I
out
think we're just
like
getting
a little bit before Heroic gets added in. Pillar of Autumn is a pain, but it's mostly just a pain because it's just there's nothing happening. Gabe, which of these levels should I take out? Should I take out Pillar of Autumn, Truth and Wreck, or the library?
Really considering the Pillar of Autumn?
It's just a tutorial level. Like you don't really do a whole lot.
I would do Truth and Wreck.
You think take out Truth and Wreck?
Truth and Wreck hangs on way too long.
It does go on for a very long time. That's why I got rid of 2 Betrayals, is because it just goes on for way too long.
The library isn't super fun either, but I don't think it's nearly as bad. What is the longest part time?
25 is the library. Which is ironic because I've done the library in like 15 minutes. The longest one from my first run was 2 Betrayals. That was like almost 25 minutes. And that was with me speeding through a lot of the level. Truth and Wreck is right behind that with like 21 on both attempts so far. I don't know, dude. I'm gonna think on it.
And think on it I did. While I did have a difficult time picking, I ended up choosing the Pillar of Autumn. I know that might sound crazy given the options I still had left, but hear me out. A majority of the level is dedicated to the cutscenes, and if you're on easy like I was, the tutorial. Not to mention you only fight elites and grunts. After just 2 playthroughs, Pillar of Autumn was just kind of boring. I actually really dislike the opening cutscene. That might sound like heresy to some people, but I think it does a really bad job of showing the UNSC situation, and despite what should be a scenario that requires urgency, Keyes and Cortana just sound like they're having a casual conversation. The tutorial is also very annoying. It teaches you how to look and how your shields work, but that's about it. Some of the more important gameplay mechanics are introduced in a much more clever way, and while I understand tutorials like this one were pretty common in 2001, this one feels unnecessary by even those standards. One other thing that's bothered me about this level is that Chief is in cryosleep, but it's never explained why. Canonically, he and the Pillar of Autumn just came from Reach. Why would he and only he be in cryo? Later in the series, games like Halo 3 and Halo Wars will show us that cryo is reserved for situations where personnel aren't needed for extended periods of time, so it doesn't make sense to me that Chief would be in cryo directly after jumping from Reach and no one else would be. I'm sure there's an explanation in a book, but it's always annoyed me that it's never addressed in-game. I do like the ending cutscene to this level, everything feels urgent as it should, but outside of that, Pillar of Autumn is just boring. Hate me for that if you must. I was a little nervous starting my 3rd run. I wasn't sure how upping the difficulty to normal was going to impact my performance and my decision, but I went ahead and upped the difficulty and started things off with Halo.
Gotta remember, on normal now.
I landed on the space donut and ran into a Marine.
I mean, you walked out in front of me. Come on. You dove out in front of me on that one. Come on, man. No, I want Johnson. I want Johnson. I want Johnson. Johnson, come on. Johnson. Johnson, get in.
Ready to roll!
Johnson. Johnson, come on. Not you, you're not. Johnson, I got a free seat now. Come on. Psst, 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 psst. Johnson, come on. Okay, well that was also not my fault. Going solo on this one.
Then both of Cortana's brain cells met each other.
This cave is not a natural formation.
We still got hit. But we landed that one. Please get in the car. Please get in the car. Please get in the car. You have a sniper rifle. Let's go.
I saved some more Marines and then I left to go find Captain Keyes.
Alright. Come on, third time's a charm. We're gonna have a Covenant dropship fly out in front of the screen. Wow, not this time.
I made it to the Truth and Wreck and started killing everyone.
What are you shooting at?
I got onto the boat and killed more people. I freed Captain Keyes.
What is happening right now?
Then a lot more talking and things dying happened and we escaped. We stormed Map Island.
You're a hoe and you know it. Looks like it's gonna be all quiet going down again. Really don't know what it is that breaks this part of the game, but...
I found the map and came back up.
Why did Stacker die, but not you?
Then my plane fell into a hole. Then I made it to the level where stuff dies, and Cortana got mad. I got sent to the rainforest where I found one of the people who worked on the new Megamind movie. I watched a how-to video on unleashing alien zombies, and then I ran away. Then I played the level where lots of stuff dies, but this time zombies, and I retrieved the holy glow stick. I took the glow stick to the Truth and Reconciliation, and Keyes just happened to be there as well. I practiced some open head surgery and then flew my way out. I did this.
Okay, I guess rockets just don't do damage anymore.
Then I blew up the ring and it got dead. I know this run might seem a lot shorter, but surprisingly, it was just really uneventful.
Round 3 done. Let's go.
I did end up with another upset though. Starting this run I had 2 other levels in mind that I will talk about later, but the one I ended up eliminating kind of caught me off guard. Turns out Keyes on normal is very different from Keyes on easy, and this level having infinite spawns does not help it. I do have to say I appreciate that they didn't just have you go through the 3rd level again. It isn't an exact duplicate the way 2 Betrayals is. The outdoor section is different, and I've always loved the bright liquid pouring from Truth and Reconciliation. At the same time though, this level suffers from just pure overcluttering. It's really annoying that you're meant to be running past everything, but being punished for doing so at the same time. I was kind of sad taking it out, because I did actually genuinely enjoy this level on the previous runs, but the damage was done. I did not want to play Keyes again, and now I wouldn't have to. At this point, I was fairly surprised with the levels I had picked. My 2 least favorite CE levels were still in the running, and while the levels I had shoved out so far were by no means my favorites, I was kind of shocked I felt the way I did about them. For the 4th run, I decided to challenge myself, so I added Tough Luck. It's one of the skulls that isn't present in the CE LASO playlist, so it's one of the skulls I don't have quite as much experience with. I landed on the Halo ring, rescued some Marines, and you will never guess what Cortana said.
This cave is not a natural formation.
I found some more Marines, did what I do best, and then Echo 419 gave me a ride out of there. I began my stealth mission, then this happened.
Oh, thanks, Marine. Really appreciate you always throwing grenades at me. Great. What the heck is wrong with you guys?
I boarded the alien boat, then this happened.
Yep, that sounds about right.
I freed Captain Keyes, then this happened.
Why? Why? Okay, thankfully you guys couldn't actually throw a grenade yet.
Despite the best efforts of my teammates, I made it off the alien ship with Captain Keyes still alive. Then I stormed Normandy. The Covenant locked me out of their basement.
The Covenant have impeded our progress. We can't proceed unless we can disable this installation.
That was cool.
security system. I'll stay on station, keep an eye out for
That's unfortunate. Goodbye, guys.
I unlocked the basement and then I left.
No, I don't want you.
Then there was the kill everything level, and I killed everything. I tried to speedrun the first elevator.
Dang it, that was gonna be so cool if I got that to work.
I stuck this guy in his gonads, then Microsoft Sam took me to a local government building. I found a few books I really liked and I checked them out with a librarian.
That might actually be the fastest time I've ever beaten the library. It was less than 18 minutes. And that was with me dying, too.
I returned to the Pillar of Autumn and set in motion a plan to blow it up.
No. Ow. That's gonna hurt. That hurts. Okay, cool.
I blew up some stuff and then I escaped again.
Oh, come on, let me do it again. Sick. Here we go.
This one really wasn't a tough choice for me. Although it may still come off as a surprise to you guys, I decided to kill Assault on the control room. Now the first half of this level I actually enjoy. The vehicle combat is really fun and you get some decent choices in how you approach the enemies here. My beef is with the second half of this level. Once you have to ditch the vehicles, it becomes so incredibly monotonous. I know a lot of people give the library a lot of crap for its copy-paste style, but I really think it hits harder here in level 5. Every hallway is the same. Every one of these circle rooms, while they might have different objects in them, they are the exact same. I just got so sick of running through the same hallways over and over and over. The Banshee section is cool, but it's also just really short. You might be asking, isn't using the Banshee against your rule of not skipping stuff? While it is true that not using the Banshee does force you to fight more enemies, if Bungie really didn't want you using it, they could have disabled it as they did in other levels. So no, that was a legal loophole. It's a real shame this level ends with such repetition because the first half of it was a lot of fun. I'm not sure why they decided to restrict players back into being on foot, but it sucked. With the start of run number 5, I upgraded the difficulty to heroic and started the game. I landed on Halo, then my buddy Riley joined my voice chat.
Alright, so we're on heroic.
Warning.
Not sure what to expect in terms of how much more difficult this is going to be.
If we're lucky, the Covenant will believe that everyone aboard this
It should actually be a challenge, you know, like I feel like I'm going to have to start killing everything that I see, as opposed to just running past it. Cortana, shut up!
You.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. Just working.
What are you working on?
Right now it's a deployment dashboard for deploying software.
So it must lead.
Oh, nice. I'm on my 5th run right now.
Legendary difficulty?
I'm increasing the difficulty on each run. So I started on easy, added a skull, went to normal, added another skull, and now I'm on heroic. And I am starting to feel it. Elites are really hard to kill.
This grunt revealed himself to be Franklin Delano Donut.
That's no good! It worked out. Kind of. Oh, we're stuck. This is bad. I should not have put the Warthog here. I'm in such a bad spot. That's no good. Can I just pick you both up and then leave? I'm gonna try that. I'm just gonna leave this area.
Stop. We need to stay here with the Marines until evac arrives.
I have the Marines. I am their evac. Did that actually work?
There's our ride.
Sick. That actually worked.
I saved the Marines that were left, and then I departed for level 3. Once I got to Truth and Wreck, I started working my way through the enemies.
That's what I find the most difficult about the Halo games, is ammo management.
That's probably like the worst thing about Combat Evolved LASO, because you have 2 different skulls that have your ammo, like, so you only get a quarter of the ammo that you should get. Plus, you can't pick up Covenant weapons, so it's like you are screwed.
So it sounds like kill the Marine.
Usually the Marines are already dead.
Okay, so you just grab it off the Marine.
They don't tend to last much longer than like it takes to breathe.
So it sounds like Master Chief is going in and punching some Covenant.
It's kind of weird. This, like, I don't know if this is just something I've only now noticed, or if it's something that's only happening on, like, just me creating this video, but, like, they keep throwing grenades at themselves. Like, I've heard a Marine maybe get 1 kill with a grenade, like an actual kill. The rest of them were just him killing his teammates. And it's almost every grenade they throw. This is, yep. Holy crap, they are throwing grenades directly at themselves. There is blood everywhere. Holy crap, Bob Ross would be proud.
That's a good line.
Holy crap! Sit still. Yeah, walk straight into my line of fire, Johnson. Really funny. Do you guys have to stand all around me ensuring you take whatever it is I'm shooting?
I'm probably gonna peace out for a little bit because I gotta run to the store on my lunch break. See ya.
Bye, Riley.
With Riley gone, I moved on to the captain when this happened.
That could be a problem. Keys?
Cavalry has arrived.
Oh, he's better.
Don't bother getting up.
What are you guys shooting at back there? Everything is dead. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. There you go. Melee that.
After all those shenanigans, we made it off of the alien spaceship, and then we went to the silent cartographer and made it loud.
Sweet, we got Stacker.
I found the magic button that makes one door not close, I found the magic map that shows where a room is, and by this point, I was starting to feel the effects of heroic wear me down.
Dear Lord, nothing is dying. That was annoying.
Then I hopped into the Pelican and we flew away. Going into 343 Guilty Spark, I felt pretty confident. This level hadn't been a huge deal yet, and the Flood were honestly a lot more entertaining to fight, for reasons I'll get into later on. After spawn killing this guy, I watched the cutscene and made it through the level without any real major differences. The library didn't change much either. Its worst crime at this point was that it was just kind of uneventful, but that's not necessarily a bad thing compared to some of the alternatives.
Aside from the first floor, that was a pretty smooth run still. Not gonna lie, I would do that again.
The mall played basically the exact same way it had before, I just took more damage than usual. During my escape I made another regular stop and then I left as the ring blew up behind me. This wasn't really a hard choice for me. I took out the Truth and Reconciliation. Despite the easy choice, I was genuinely shocked I had waited this long to get rid of it. Until I had 3 levels left, I had been ticking 3 levels each run that I had a bad experience on, then removing one of the levels from those 3. Up to this point, Truth and Rec had a tick every single playthrough. I felt the opinion on and off that it's the worst level in the game. I absolutely hate TNR, but I think that harder difficulties have heavily created that stance. This level is what kills most LASO runs, and it is one of the harder stages to speedrun. It's borderline unfair at times, and it just takes forever to get through. It also doesn't help that in my LASO videos I've been stuck on this level for quite some time now. That being said, I did have a much better time on the easier difficulties. Marines seemed to be extra stupid on this one, but I didn't mind for the most part. As a kid, I always thought it was cool that Keys would actually fight alongside you. As an adult, I hate that him dying forces the checkpoint to reset. Having him be invincible would have been less challenging, yes, but it would have been much less of a headache in the end. His AI is stupid, and more often than not he gets himself killed as opposed to dying because you actually failed to keep him safe. I didn't hate playing Truth and Rec as much as I thought I would, but I was still thinking a little more positively with it off my list now.
Alright, see you next time for the next one, I guess. I don't know why I'm saying see you next time, it's gonna be all in one video, so...
With half of the campaign gone, I was breathing a little easier. The increased difficulty really hadn't been hurting too much, and I was happier knowing that these runs weren't going to take as long. I added in Catch because it's another skull that doesn't appear in the LASO playlist, and seemed like a fun one to turn on.
I want Johnson, not you. God dang it. I never get Johnson. It's always this stupid.
Halo played out pretty much the same at first, but then Cortana said something I hadn't heard before.
This cave is not a natural formation.
I spent a little too much time trying to run this elite over.
You know what? If you're just gonna camp in your little hideout there, I'm not gonna play with you. You wanna talk, buddy? You wanna talk? Come on, let's talk. Yeah. Stay mad.
You're a sight for sore eyes, Chief. We're in a bad way. You got wounded here.
I still didn't get John. You know, no. Get out of my car. I want Johnson or Stacker or whoever this is. Come on, buddy.
Game on.
Stacker, let's go.
There it is.
That's bad. It only killed Stacker, but it was closer to the guy on the turret. Okay, that wasn't my fault. a second, wait, what? Okay then.
And finally, after saving the Marines, I flew away into the sky. With the catch skull turned on, the beach battle helped give my Marines the same experience as a newly hatched baby turtle. Eventually, though, they realized that they could do the same thing.
Good God, that is scary.
I pre-unlocked the door, found the map, and flew a plane into the hatch from Lost. This time around, the flood reveal level was honestly so devoid of anything remotely entertaining that I don't think any of it is really worth showing. I didn't watch the entire thing, but I'm pretty sure I didn't even say a single word. To give you an idea, that was the most interesting thing that I did. The library, however, I was getting really proud of myself with that shotgun grab.
Every time, baby, I land that every time. Holy crap. Alright, this is the one that sucks. This is the area that is the worst. That's not good. Why did he land, like, actually right there? What the heck was that all about? It does not help that I cannot get any shotgun ammo. I'm gonna stop here. Hold out in this area.
These sentinels will supplement your combat.
Okay, you know what? Never mind. We're going forward.
Your current model only scans as a class 2, which is ill-suited for this kind of work.
Okay, first floor done in sub 5 minutes. That's not bad. Did that grenade just go through him? I'm pretty sure I just watched that grenade go through him.
Then Tony joined me in Discord.
Yo.
Hey, what's up?
I left my Xbox and my computer both running to update all the games and download games. Nothing finished downloading, pretty much.
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
Tony did that on purpose, didn't he? Excuse me, you guys don't see me? No, I'm invisible. I'm invisible. You can't see me. Nope, 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 nope. Hooray for gaslighting.
Bridge. We made it. Let's get to
Okay, Tony, I blew up the reactors.
Yay.
Tony, celebrate me. Tony, normally there's a congratulations that's offered. You know, when somebody accomplishes something so momentous.
We need to evac now. Remaining final countdown time.
So why don't you just go ahead and congratulate me, okay, Tony? Tony, have you worked up a big grunty thirst? Do you have any closing remarks as I wrap up this run?
That might be the last time you play that level.
I don't know, Tony. Any other kind of closing remarks?
I'm never playing that level again.
Tony, any other closing remarks? Like maybe do you wanna kiss?
No.
Tony, no. This is because this is like the 200th video, so like fan service is probably what we should be offering.
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, we could.
Or we don't have to.
But we should. You know, we should give the fans what they want, and I think they want this.
Really shouldn't.
Yeah, no, I all 92 subscribers I have been asking, begging even, for this to happen. So I'd hate to disappoint, Tony. You know.
Almost doubt it.
No, really, I talked to each of them personally, and they each said, I really, really hope those two guys kiss, because we've been waiting for it, and Tony, you should read the fan fiction. There's loads of it. There's so much fan fiction, Tony.
Just because you make it yourself does
No. I didn't write more than two. But the point is, Tony, that you and me, this is supposed to happen, you know? It's a canon event.
So, the library was the next level off the list. Yeah, at this point, it really wasn't a hard decision to make. Rather than tell you why I'm taking it out though, I'd rather tell you why I left it in for so long. Remember when I said I wasn't skipping cutscenes? Well, I never did. I sat through each one, every playthrough, no matter how long or uninteresting they were. You know what level has next to nothing in terms of long cutscenes? The library. It's almost entirely just gameplay. This was very refreshing for me, especially when comparing it to cinematic heavy levels like Pillar of Autumn or Guilty Spark. The other major factor in the library surviving for so long was that it didn't have elites. I haven't brought it up until now, but for me elites are the most difficult enemies to fight in Combat Evolved. They fire their guns really fast on higher difficulties, they evade a ton, and most frustrating of all, they run away, even with tough luck turned on. The amount of time I spent chasing down elites while making this video was ungodly. It was by far the most infuriating part of the experience, so a level without elites or Covenant at all for that matter honestly just felt like a walk in the park. All that said though, it is still the library, and all the issues that come with it couldn't take it any further than this. I seem to be very vocal this run, so I'll let you guys just listen to some of the things I had to say.
Alright, so we're playing on Legendary now.
For the most part, it'll work better than me summarizing everything. I started things off with the level Halo.
I have no idea where we're going from here, because I've actually been thoroughly enjoying all of these levels that I have left. I really don't know how this is going to go down from here. We are also on Legendary, so I need to be careful, you know? Like, I can't just be running around doing stupid stuff all the time now. I feel like in terms of difficulty, this is one of the harder levels we have left. Just this, like, first half of the level. Yeah, well, I got a catch-up gun ready to go. Also, I can never remember... Did you just throw a grenade? You did. Johnson's coming with me. He's the only one alive, I think, so he should be the only person we can get. Yeah, look, there, she already took off without you, so you have to get in the car, Johnson. Johnson, come down here and get in the car. Don't make me come up there. There we go, Johnson. Let's go.
This cave is not a natural formation.
By the way, I'm usually done with the level by this time. Surprised I'm actually managing to, like, save these guys. That was almost really, really bad. Dude. Legendary, and I saved Marines in every section. With skulls on, by the way. With skulls. That's kind of cool.
I stormed the map island and a few of my Marines survived.
I still don't get Stacker? Oh no! One of my Marines seems to have fallen ill. And I need a replacement. Stacker would just... Yes! Yes! Let's go, Stacker. Oh, you are almost dead, Stacker.
Then I was reminded that the catch skull was on.
No way! Oh wait, we didn't get stuck. Okay, now we're stuck. And my guy just didn't get out of the vehicle for some reason. He really wanted to stay in there. Okay, that's creating some problems for me. I'm just gonna leave. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. I don't know what that grenade throw was there at the end, but okay. Okay, am I the only survivor of that whole encounter? I think I am. Jeez, it's weird. I don't know, but for some reason the Magnum just has not been working as well as it typically does. So, I don't know. I feel more at home with the Needler right now. It's taken out elites a lot more consistently. Okay, new Marines, I have a quest for you. The other two Marines totally didn't die. No way did you survive that! You just walked over like 3 different grenades. Operation Run Past Everything is currently underway. Operation Nothing Notice. Hey! Hey, you're not supposed to follow me down here. Those were 2 really good quick sticks, and I'm glad I got those off. I don't know why our gunner is dead. You know, sub 30 minutes for that level doesn't feel half bad.
With Silent Cartographer done, I flew on to 343 Guilty Spark.
Okay, 343 Guilty Spark. I'm wondering if the Flood will have a huge difficulty increase, because honestly, on the previous runs, I actually kind of preferred fighting the Flood. As weird as that may sound. I know some people hate them, but I don't know, I find them to be a lot more predictable than the Covenant. They also tend to run away a lot less, which is what saves these guys half the time.
I put this guy out of his misery, and then I made it to...
The 5-minute cutscene. Come on, 1v1 me. Wait, no, I'm not supposed to be back here, right? I made a mistake. I'm supposed to be up there. Wait, but the door didn't unlock. Is that door only unlocked on certain difficulties? I didn't know that. That might be the case. I'd like to move. Wow. Okay, for some reason, just in that one segment alone, Chief was not really listening to some of my commands. There is no shotgun here on this difficulty either. Wow, okay. Okay, no. There we go. I was gonna say, I am not dying to an infection form here. That would have been really bad and really stupid, and I would have been really angry. Okay, sub 25 minutes for a legendary level. That's the quickest we've had so far. To be honest, I still don't know which one I'm gonna get rid of. This is gonna be a really tough choice. Halo took long, and it's probably the most difficult level we have left, but there's just something about driving the Warthog that's a lot of fun, and really, it's only the first half of that level that's difficult. Silent Cartographer is a little harder, but I have a real soft spot for that level. 343 Guilty Spark wasn't that bad, and then there's the Maw, and I mean, I love the Maw. The Maw is great. It's one of like the best ending levels to any game. This part I'm worried about, because we keep running past this part without any real problem. I'm not sure we can keep doing that on Legendary. We made it through okay. So that's pretty surprising that we can still do that. Excuse me once again. Excuse me just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. No, excuse me. I'm sorry. Pardon me. No, pardon. Hey! You can't just body block the whole hallway like that. Right, this part's kind of dumb. You have one of those. Excuse me, don't want to be here. Okay, that went pretty well actually. I've kind of developed my own strategy for this area. So you walk through here, maybe somebody else has done this before, I don't know, but you walk through that middle part there. Expose this. And you're only going to do one at a time. Some speedrunners like to do two at a time. I can't get two at a time to work for some reason. And I run back through here to the other side. Hey, no, you can't stand there, I'm sorry. It's a freaking Saturday night, where is everybody? Okay, the timing of that music was actually really nice. Alright, cutscenes and all. We just did the Maw in 17 and a half minutes. I'm pretty proud of that.
Come here, you mother.
Oh yeah, we get the legendary ending. Okay, well I genuinely have no idea what I'm gonna do, so I guess you guys don't have to worry about that, because I'm probably about to tell you anyways, and you know, the post-edited part of this video.
Thanks, past me. I ended up getting rid of 343 Guilty Spark. I love this level. The Flood reveal is still single-handedly one of the greatest cutscenes in gaming. I'm surprised they put as much effort into it as they did, given some of the other cinematics, which are just kind of one-dimensional compared to this one. This one has good camera work, great voice acting, and the environments each scene takes place in feels very unique. The main reason I took out Guilty Spark is that playing it on Legendary had kind of thrown me off. I do like how the different difficulties adapt and actually change what's available to you in this level. Like the shotgun is available from the start on easy, but then on normal you don't find it until later, and on Legendary not until even later. But it wasn't until Legendary that the route you have to take to leave the facility actually changed, and I just didn't want to take that route again. I really did have a hard time picking from these 4 levels. This round probably took me the longest to make a choice on. I think the biggest factor though is that Guilty Spark just doesn't have what some other levels do. Vehicles. For run number 8, Discord was pretty active, and everyone was playing a different game. I won't include too much of these conversations, but there you go. I turned on Fog and started things off with Halo.
This cave is not a natural formation.
Did you think about any one of us while you were pooping?
Obviously me.
No.
Wow.
Grinch, I'm always thinking about you. I can't believe you wouldn't think about any of us.
I was thinking of all of you guys at the same time.
Grinch, that's actually kind of weird that you didn't think about any of us while you were pooping. Not gonna lie. Tony, you might want to lay off the crystal meth.
Let's hurry and find
Guys, can we just, real quick, can we just hold an intervention for Tony? He's been doing way too much crystal meth.
There's never enough.
We should search the interior of those
Quitter's
structures
talk
before we
price.
leave.
Quitter's talk. Yeah, Tony, go till you win one.
Go till you win.
I want to go to an AA meeting and have that be my motto.
I'm gonna go take a crap and then I'll come back.
Think of me.
I sure would like a slice of that yummy, yummy pizza. Dude, it is a genuinely amazing feeling when you manage to break the game by going through it normally. We should do like a group watch party at some point.
Of what?
Yeah,
Of Velma, so we could watch the second season of Velma.
No.
award you no points.
I don't know, guys. I feel like Velma Season 2 is a good pick. And then there's the love triangle between Velma, Daphne, and Shaggy. So, like, who's she gonna choose? You don't know. We gotta watch the show to find out.
I have a feeling that you actually did watch the show just so you can make jokes about it.
Tony, I really want to watch Velma Season 2 with you. I don't see why you're so against it. Do you hate women? Do you hate Indians? Who do you hate that's making you not want to watch the show, Tony?
I hate Indians.
Who said that?
What?
The Indian.
That was a lot of things dying all at once.
Yeah, Isaac, I want you to know that I was working on the sword for like an hour, and then I saved it and I quit out, and I was like, oh, let me test the save file, and the save file corrupted.
Jesus, that sucks, man. I appreciate you
Isaac,
working on that.
You have
though.
like 2 hours left before you can be back here. Go away.
Okay.
Wait, no.
Wait, why can't he be here?
What a weird checkpoint. What is the game's problem right now? What in the crap?
What, are they like looking at you immediately or something?
No, like the game just keeps giving me checkpoints when I'm like surrounded by enemies. Like, this is awful.
At this point, one of the other guys in the voice chat started arguing with Ryan about something. I don't remember, but here's the thirsty grunt.
I'm going, hold up. Let me pull it up. Oh my gosh, Gage is going 3 days after Ryan goes. Like,
This
oh my
feels
God.
like one of those
Hard.
cutscenes in a game that you just don't care about. Like, you just want to skip it, but it's not skippable.
So anyways, I took out Halo. This wasn't nearly as hard a choice this time. Halo was taking about 45 minutes to complete on average now, and while I was still having fun on it, the amount of time it was taking was beginning to be a drag. Another thing that made me not hesitate was the fact that I was getting rid of the hardest part of the run. The first half of Halo was a little brutal. Elites make this open outdoors section kind of unbearable. Once I got the Warthog though, it wasn't so bad. There isn't much more to say here. Halo is a great level. It's amazing how open everything is, especially when it's in contrast to the Pillar of Autumn before it. Driving the Warthog is a ton of fun, and it was genius to have it be available on the second level. Saving the Marines is also great, and I've always loved that you can do the last 3 sections in whatever order you want. It adds a lot of replay value. With the penultimate run, I added in Famine and started up the Silent Cartographer. After storming the beach, I unlocked the door.
I always wondered, where does that elite go? Like, you see him right there. He's not there when you get there. You never see him anywhere. Where is he supposed to be at?
I found the map.
He sounded genuinely terrified. I feel kind of bad. Yeah, like you saw me, okay. Stay away from my Marines.
And then I flew out. My Pelican changed to a Banshee and I flew it to the Pillar of Autumn. I talked to the Grunt and the ship inexplicably started to explode.
Sub 25 on Legendary with all these skulls is crazy. Here we go. I'm not a speedrunner or anything by any means, but I probably could be if I wanted to. That's 22 exactly with the cutscenes. That's crazy.
All that said and done, I took out the Silent Cartographer. Personally, this is my favorite level in Combat Evolved. It has, without a doubt, the best design of any other mission in the game. I could genuinely play it for hours. The only reason I didn't select it as the winner is because I was just having more fun on the mall. I really can't explain why all that well. It was just kind of a gut thing. I'll still always recognize Silent Cartographer as having the better design overall. It should be the example used whenever designing a level in Halo from now on. I love that you can play it out in so many different ways, and it being the demo level on PC was just insane. It'll always have a special place with me. With that said, we have our list. So what now? I decided for the final run on the mall, I would set it back to easy and turn on some of my favorite skulls.
Alright, so here we are, one more run through the mall. We're gonna disable campaign customization. Bandana is a good one. I like Boom, because it's just, I don't know, it's fun. Go with Grunt Birthday Party, Pinata, Sputnik. Let's go.
I also chose to explain why I picked the mall as the winner while I was playing it. So enjoy that and the highlight reel. Take it away, past me.
Honestly, I didn't think I was going to end up picking the mall, like, for the end of this, you know? Like, I was kind of shocked this is the one that I ended up with. Before I started doing this, like recording this whole video, I would probably put them all not even in the top 3 levels. I don't know. After doing this, I don't know how I would arrange how I rank levels, you know? I don't know if I'd keep this list the exact same or if I'd change it. It's definitely changed my perspective on a couple levels. This one is, I don't know, there's something about it. It's, I don't know, it's the fact that you fight everyone, you know? But it's not in like an annoying type of way. I just feel like the encounters are done a lot better in this level than in other ones. You get enough solo encounters with everybody to where you still kind of like fight each faction a decent amount. I don't know, it's interesting watching like them fight, you know? This is Grunt running away from the flood. Fantastic. Oh my god, he got him. That was crazy, little dude. Yeah, I had a feeling I didn't want to be there anymore. I mean, the cutscenes are pretty good too. This one's probably the least interesting to me. Like, it's the least well done, I guess. But even then, it's not bad. It's just the other two are better, I think. I really like the opening shot this level has of, like, just the Pillar of Autumn completely wrecked. See, this is kind of what I mean, though. Like, you get one-on-one time with each faction. You get to watch each faction fight another faction. Like, it's just, I don't know. It seems like there's an actual war going on, which is just really cool, I guess. Got one of those. I think that did it. Don't even have to aim. That's how overpowered Boom is.
One more fusion reactor to go.
And it still got the thing. Holy crap. Let me just try and speed out of here. Nope. I might be here for a little bit.
Wait, stop. This is where Fohammer is coming to pick us up.
Yeah, we'll pay our respects to Fohammer this time.
Echo 419.
He might be indestructible. It's possible. Oh no, he legit just tanked a rocket earlier. Okay. Do the same thing we've been doing this whole time. I mean, this ending is just like, it's so freaking cool. Like, I don't remember the last time a game's ending just went all out like this one did. Got some sick jumps to do, and yeah, it's a little wonky. It doesn't always work. Like, sometimes random crap happens and it's not your fault. And that can be a little annoying, but still, this Warthog run is freaking sick. Just that music in the background, dude. Like, that music, it makes you want to go. Road safety laws are ignored when this music plays. Hello to you too. Goodbye. Probably for the best. There we have it.
We're cutting it close.
I'm gonna turn this down a bit because I'm sure I've heard this enough and you guys probably have too.
One Must Go was a fun challenge to actually play out in real life. I never felt too much fatigue since I always was able to look forward to not having one other level to play. I also felt like it helped me find a fresh perspective on the game, as I hadn't played out some levels normally in several years. It gave me a new appreciation for some missions I held in a negative light. I don't need this video to blow up, but I am hoping it does better than other ones on my channel typically do. I don't know how obvious it will be, but I put a butt ton of work into this video. There was a crazy development process behind this, and I really hope it paid off. Do let me know in the comments what you thought and how you would rank the levels yourself. And if there are any other YouTubers out there that ever see this, give this a shot for yourself. I'd love to see what kind of results other people would come up with. I doubt I'll personally do another One Must Go for another game anytime soon, but if people want to see more and the demand is high enough, maybe, just maybe, I'll do the other Halo games. Maybe. For my final goodbye, I'll hand things off one last time to Past Me. Here you go, buddy.
That was Halo Combat Evolved, One Must Go. I don't know how long this is gonna end up being. I've started script writing for the first, like, 2 runs. But, yeah. Happy 200 videos. Thank you all so much for watching everything I put out. It means a ton to me. We're getting really close to 100 subscribers, and I know some of you just by memory. So, I mean, like, I've got like my own little circle on YouTube here, which is just so awesome. I don't know, you guys like consistently show up, and it's 100, a little less than 100, maybe not. Sorry, I'm getting a little flustered. I've been talking a lot and I'm kind of rambling over myself, but 100 subs may not sound like much, and it, you know, we're still sub 100, sure, but it's my own little circle and it's mine, you know, so it's cool that you guys are here for all this stuff and that you've been supporting all this stuff all this time. Yeah, YouTube is a fun place to be, and I'm not here for, you know, all the fame and all the views and likes and subs and whatnot. I just like making videos. And I really appreciate you guys watching them. I hope they keep entertaining you, and I hope I can keep pushing out stuff that people like. So, once again, thanks so much for watching. Unless you skipped over here, in which case, thanks anyways for the extra view, I guess. That is Halo Combat Evolved. One must go. Let me know what you thought. If you'd like to see me do this again, I probably wouldn't do this again for a while. This was a pretty, the concept was very nice, and I still enjoyed making it, but this was a very difficult video to make, I'm assuming. I'm only like halfway through the process still, but yeah, let me know. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.